watching people take this challenge. Because it's not just a challenge. It's a space and a community and an opportunity that's been created and designed to get people into action. I can't tell you how many times I used to wake up and think, what am I gonna do today? How the heck am I going to go get that client? How the heck am I going to show up in the marketplace in a way that doesn't feel sleazy and misaligned with me, but is actually going to feel fun and easy, and it's actually gonna resonate with people? And I remember struggling for the life of me, trying to figure it out all by myself. And one thing that I am absolutely vehemently against is figure it out yourself culture. Just figure it out yourself. It's so insensitive, especially when I can support you and help you. That's all I want to do. And so there's a great opportunity for you to not just show up for another training, not just show up for another live stream, not just show up for another thing you hope is gonna work for you, but really show up for yourself. And not just take notes, although taking notes is really amazing. I love it when people take notes in the chat. Taking notes is amazing. Taking action. That's what this week is all about. It's 5 days of getting you into action, of getting you out away from your computer into the real world. Maybe even jumping into your computer, but with intention, not just doom scrolling and hoping you find someone. But going on social, going to email, going to content, going to podcasts, going to all of the things that are out there, funnels and websites, and like going to all of the things, but doing it with intention and knowing what you're going to do instead of just hoping to figure it out yourself. If I can shave 10 years off your learning curve, then I'll have done my job this week. I am incredibly passionate and excited and fundamentally believe in the inevitability of your success. I believe that you are an incredible, extraordinary expert, coach, consultant. And so I'm gonna treat you like that this week. I'm not gonna treat you with kid gloves. I'm not gonna treat you like you don't know what you're doing. You do, you're an adult. Maybe you're even a kid watching this, but you've made a decision and an intention and a commitment to yourself to show up, to take action, and I'm gonna treat you as if you are already the best version of yourself. And so as that version of you, I wanna encourage you, ask yourself right now, as you're waiting for this training to start, ask yourself, how am I gonna make this time count? How am I gonna make this moment and this training matter? How am I going to implement this? How committed am I to making this work? I remember when I first got started, there was a time where I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna make it work. And if it fails, I'll make it work. If it fails again, I am going to show up every single day until it happens. Because I know it has to happen at some point. Guess what? With the community we're building here, with the support that we're gonna give you this week, with the training and the actual action steps we're gonna provide you, oh, you have no idea what's possible. There's so much more that you can create than you're imagining right now. So much more revenue and money, so much more impact, so much more of a difference you can make than you can ever imagine. And it all starts with this. It starts with this. I am committed. That's it. It starts with that commitment. Put your hand on your heart right now. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And simply say that word to yourself, commit. I commit. I commit to making this happen. I commit to asking the questions. I commit to taking the notes, but I also commit to the action. I commit to putting my hand to the ground, to doing the work so I can get the results. You're extraordinary. It's time to show up as that. You're not the best kept secret anymore. It's time to show up. Maybe for you, it's your family, your kids, your partner, your husband, your wife. Maybe it's for yourself. Maybe there's a bigger calling you feel led to. Remind yourself of who you're here for, of why you're here, and the difference it will make when you truly shine. As the most unlimited, most creative, most powerful version of you. Of course, we're going to help you land clients this week. Of course, we're going to help you land clients. Beyond that, I want you to become someone new this week. Because when you step into that version of you, landing clients becomes natural, becomes easy, becomes fun. Is that okay? Can we agree to that? Let me know in the chat. I'm so proud of you. Because I know, as soon as we get this training started, as soon as this countdown gets to 0, oh, we're going all in. You ready? Let's do this. How do you attract, connect, and commit your dream clients to happily paying you premium price? Today, the best coaches, experts, and freelancers realize that icky, manipulative, non-consensual selling strategies just don't work, and are now leveraging a new way of selling to accelerate our business growth today.
I'm only one client away.
There's always so many nuggets with Sean. There's so many nuggets.
Good session. More good information, man.
I just have to say that it is amazing.
I can promise you that this challenge is like none other. It's like no challenge we've ever taken before. It literally changed my life, and I'm sure that it will change yours too.
Natural, nothing silly.
I love that Sean shared all that. I actually was over here in the beginning, like about to cry for a minute.
Today's session, that was amazing. And now I'm thinking back on all of my different sales conversations before.
Believes that it is possible to combine purpose and profit. So if there's a voice in your head that says you can't do both, I'm here to tell you that you can do both. And Sean is the person that helped me to understand that.
I just thought that was great. The whole thing was awesome. This is my 3rd time taking it. I still have lots of notes, lots of screenshots.
Day 2 was amazing. We did some amazing stuff. I got my questions answered.
I actually landed this out because I've learned so many good nuggets from this challenge.
I have, learned from lots of amazing people, but I've never seen a sales call go that way before.
It's why I keep coming back. Every single time I take this challenge, I learn something new that kind of sticks.
Sean is fire, brings so much value. Everybody should take it.
Do you want to be known as an expert in your space, be recognized as a leader in your industry, land aligned, high-paying dream clients who love doing the work and also who get results 10 times faster?
Actually participated a few times now, and every single time I learn and grow so much.
Serve, don't sell. Ask, don't tell.
Ask, do not push. Help, do not control. Lead.
So many breakthroughs, so many gold nuggets.
I'm Sean Q.
Sean Q.
Sean Q. Sean Q.
I think this is just the inspiration that I needed.
Gold nugget takeaway was the silence, like how quiet Sean was and how often allowing the person to essentially sell the program to themselves.
It will work. It will get you the results that you are seeking. So powerful. Heck yes to this challenge.
And now it's your turn. Get ready because the One Client Away Challenge starts right now.
Hello
Hey!
and good morning and welcome to the One Client Away Challenge Day 1. I am your host, Adiola Quintero, and your coach for the week, Sean Q.
Hey, everyone.
We're so excited. There's so much that's going to happen. I just want to welcome everybody that I'm seeing. Shirley, Tamika, Melissa. Good morning. Hi, Michael. Hi, Pam. We're so excited to have you all. We have a few announcements before we jump into everything. first announcement, I just want you all in the chat, just go ahead and say what you're super excited for, because we love hearing what you're excited for. And during this challenge, if you find something that's like, ooh, that was good, I want to remember that, go ahead and use hashtag gold nugget or hashtag gold nuggy nug. I've seen it different ways.
Yeah, let's practice that actually right now. Go ahead and put hashtag gold nugget in the chat right now. Let's get those fingers warmed up.
And if you have a question during today's challenge, we are going to have Q&A at the end. So make sure to use hashtag question so our moderators can grab those questions for Q&A. We want to make sure we get those questions answered. I also want to welcome our support coaches. You might have already seen them. They're in the chats. They're working hard. They're super excited. On Team Fun and Simple, we have Akam.
Yeah, Team Fun and Simple.
Team Just Ask, we have Nashira.
Team Just Ask.
Team Inner Circle, we have Justin Williams.
Yeah.
And Brian Buck is Team Heck
Team Heck Yes.
And then we have Nadine with Team Courageous.
Team Courageous.
So if you see your coach in the chat or, they've tagged you, go ahead and show them some love. Say, hey, I'm super excited. I have tons of questions for you and I'm ready to jump in. Did you have anything before we get started?
Yeah, I am just so stoked to get started. Can we give a huge round of applause to the entire team? They are amazing. And if you were live, go to put hashtag team live. If you're on the rerun, thank you so much for spending time with us today. Go ahead and put hashtag team rerun. I'm super stoked to get started. Can we get started?
We can definitely get started.
All right, you ready? All right, let me know if you can see my screen. Go to say, Sean, I see it. If you don't, that's okay, we'll fix it. Let me know if you could see my screen. Welcome to day 1 of the One Client Away Challenge. Woo. Guess what? I like giving away a ton of prizes. We're actually going to give away a $25 Amazon gift card today at the end of the training and a $50 Amazon gift card today to the person who's most active. So it's going to be pretty awesome. On Friday, though, for those of you who are finishers, if you're a finisher, go to hashtag I am a finisher. We are going to give away an Amazon gift card, ring light, Yeti microphone, iPad mini, and 12 months of freaking coaching. Imagine what life is going to look like for you when you are 1 year from now completely different, completely shifted. I want to give a huge shout out to the entire team. I cannot do what I do without the team. So let's give a huge round of applause to Addie, my beautiful wife and MC. We got Wisdom in the back handling all the tech. We got Roxy and Chelsea and Dan and Angela and Madife. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, team. And guess what? We got our support coaches, Nadine, Brian, Nashira, Justin, and Akam. They are here to support you. Their primary job is to help you land a client this week, is to answer your questions, is to coach you into action. So can we give it up to the coaches? Let me know in the chat. Now this week, day 1, today, we're going to talk about dream client creation and what you sell versus what they buy. It's going to be so key. Tomorrow, day 2, we're going to go over a 7-figure marketing strategy. I'm literally going to show you how to do it so you can do it tomorrow and land clients. We're not going to use sleaze. We're not going to use manipulation. We're not going to use pressure. We're throwing all of that in the garbage so we can have a lot more fun this week. Day 3, Wednesday, we're going to do the Heck Yes sales conversation. Let's say you get into a conversation with someone and they're like, oh my gosh, I love what you do. How much do you charge? I'm going to show you what to say after that and how you can lead someone to the sale. And then day 4, we're going to work on overcoming every single objection that you have ever heard. Money, spouse, and time. And then on day 5, we're going to talk about scaling your sales and sustaining that momentum. Listen, if I gave you 25 clients today, right now, would that overwhelm you because you don't got the systems in place? Or would that prepare you like, oh yeah, I'm so stoked. I can handle it. Now, let me know in the chat, which day are you most excited about? I love all of them. I'm kind of like, I love them all. But let me know in the chat which day, like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, or day 5. Let me know in the chat. All right, now listen, workbooks are going to be released at the end of each training. Every single day you get a new workbook, a new script, a new template, a new cheat sheet. It literally shows you what to do and how to do it. We've crafted and created these so you can actually take action and like copy and paste and like it's like super easy. Can I make it super easy for you this week? Let me know in the chat. Cheat sheet, scripts, and templates every single day. Somebody say, oh my gosh. And guess what? It's all my favorite 4-letter F word. Free. Free. So this is amazing. We love supporting people because we believe every single person deserves to live a life of abundance. Now, I am super grateful. Everyone just take a deep breath in right now and a deep breath out. Because I remember a time in my life where I did not want to lung in my breath and air in my lungs or my heart to beat. I remember I wanted to end it all. So I'm just thankful right now that I have this opportunity to speak to you right now. Just give yourself a moment of gratitude. What are you grateful for today? Let me know in the chat. This is my senior photo, okay? I've known my wife since I was 12 years old, so Addie knew this version of me. At one point, I was like pretty rock star, right? I was in a band. I like to have a lot of fun, okay? So we're gonna have a lot of fun. At one point, I had like 12 colors in my hair. It was like insane. And then this is me and my wife's wedding. We're about to celebrate on Saturday our anniversary for 6 years. I know. This is our wedding cake. It's a little bit of a sore subject because the baker gave it to me at 8 in the morning, told me to keep it in a cool place. So at the venue that we were having our wedding at, they had this really big fridge. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put it in the fridge. What I did not realize, our actual ceremony, our reception was like at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I didn't realize I put it in an industrial freezer, and we accidentally ended up having ice cream cake because it was frozen solid. If you look close at that picture, we literally broke the knife trying to cut it. We could not serve our wedding cake to our guests. It was crazy. So I don't want just fun. I also want simple and easy. Is that okay if this week we make it so easy for you to land clients? Let me know in the chat. This is our beautiful dog, Hamilton. We've had him. His birthday was yesterday. Yeah. I know. So he's 5 years old. If you are a pet owner, let us know in the chat. We're already best friends. And then guess what? My wife is 34 weeks pregnant. I know you can't see it because of the table, but we are so excited for the arrival of baby Q. Her name's going to be Nyla. We just finished all the baby stuff yesterday. I'm so excited. So yeah. So that's why I'm motivated to support you, because I know as we're growing our family and as you have your family, as you have the priorities in your life, you want to build a business that supports that. So we're going to do that. Can I get a heck yes, though? Okay, before we go into the heck yes, what are we seeing in the chat, babe?
Oh my gosh, I see Jody, I see Katie, Roxy said Zog owner here, I see Carol saying beautiful pup.
Yeah.
Nashir said frozen cake sounds good.
So good, so good. All right, can I get a heck yes? If you are really good at what you do and you get insane results for your clients, like as soon as someone says, yes, I'm in, they pay you, you get them results. You go all and you care about your clients' results. Let me know in the chat. Give me a heck yes if you know the transformation you create for your clients is worth mega bucks. Maybe you're not charging mega bucks, maybe you are, but you know the transformation is worth mega bucks. Let me know in the chat. Give me a heck yes if you are not afraid of massive action and you want your efforts to pay off. You're willing to do the work. You just don't want to waste your time doing fluff. Like, you don't want theory. You want actionable content. And then give me a heck yes in the chat if you want a system that can help you communicate the transformation you create so you can fill your programs and your offers. Let me know. Give me a heck yes. Are we saying some heck yeses?
Oh yeah, Tolan says heck yes. Mandy,
Yeah,
Shirley,
yeah.
Katie.
So good, so good. Okay, do you want to be known as an expert in your space, be recognized as a leader in your industry, and land aligned, high-paying dream clients who love doing the work and also who get results 10 times faster than everyone else? Let me know in the chat. Give me a heck yes. If you're like, yeah, good news, you're in the right place. People have landed clients in this challenge every single time we do this challenge. Last time we did it, somebody landed a $10,000 client. Jason landed two $4,000 clients. Nicola landed a $1,500 client. Somebody landed a $500 client. So no matter where you're at, you're in the right place. Here's what I know to be true. Okay, number one, Star Wars is the greatest movie universe ever in the world. And I love this quote. Do or do not, there is no try. Right now, make a decision, make a commitment that you are going to do the work. I also think The Office is the greatest TV series on the planet. And I love this quote. Why didn't you explain this to me like I'm 5? Okay, listen, this is a good point to say this is a family-friendly training and challenge. So I've had people come to this challenge and bring their kids. So you can rest assured, you can bring your kids, have them watch. If you want them to build an entrepreneurial spirit and drive, have them sit next to you, take notes, talk about it with them. Bring your spouse, bring friends. It's been crazy. We've had people project us onto a big screen and they invite their entire friend. So make sure you're inviting people because we're going to explain the Psych of 5. It's super family friendly as well. One of my favorite quotes right here. Take notes. Write this down in the chat. This is so good. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. I know as an entrepreneur, as a coach, as an expert, you have already been doing your best. You have been showing up. Now I'm going to show you what to do better so that you can do better. Is that okay? Now, one way you can do better, you can know better, you can grow is by learning, by reading books. This is some of my favorite books. We're going to be referencing some of the content from these books through the training. I'm curious, have you read any of these books? Which ones are you like, oh my gosh, this is such a good book. I'd recommend it to everyone. Well, let me know in the chat. We have studied the greatest coaches, experts, entrepreneurs out there. Henry Ford, Steve Jobs, John D. Rockefeller, Tony Robbins, Rich Litvin, Vishen Lakhiani, Cynthia Marshall, Mary Barra, Jane Fraser, Karen Lynch. Do you want to know a secret? Okay, listen. Okay, I'm going to whisper the secret. Do you want to know the secret? Carl Jung, extraordinary psychologist, said this. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. That was a breakthrough for someone. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. In other words, you are what you do, not what you learn to do. Oh, I know this is hitting someone in the heart. You are what you do, not what you learn to do and never get done. How many of us have notes in a journal or in a Google Doc? My drive is like crazy messy with all these notes. Right? I remember I had a freebie folder once where I just downloaded all the freebies I could, and I never did any of it. So learning is great. Taking notes is awesome. I encourage you to take notes in the chat because you can always come back to the replay and write down in a journal. So take notes and do the work. True learning doesn't happen in the collection of information, but in the execution of it. In other words, information without action is almost never a solution and almost always a distraction. Almost always a distraction. So right now, decide. Make a decision. Put your hand on your heart. If you haven't already decided you're going to do the work, put your hand on your heart and say that word out loud. 3, 2, 1. Decide. Decide. I am deciding to take action this week. This is not going to be another challenge. This is not going to be another training I take notes on and forget. Okay, are you ready to commit to the work this week? Let me know in the chat. Go to put hashtag heck yes if you made that decision. Addie, what are we seeing in the chat?
We're seeing Shirley says take notes and do the work.
Yes.
Fire emoji from Nashira. D says that one hit me.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Damien says hashtag gold nugget.
Gold nugget. All right. Faster decisions will improve your life and move you closer to your goals. Listen, this week, I am going to encourage you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to support you. I'm going to coach you into making faster decisions. Why? Most of the time, when people say, I need to move the needle forward, you're literally one decision away from moving the needle forward. So this week, we're going to make fast decisions. Some of you, you're like, who should I offer this to? Who's my ideal client? Like, you're waving back and forth. Should I do this or should I do that? Make a decision. Go do something. You'll figure out if it was the right decision. So I'm going to help you make faster decisions than you've ever done before. Let me know in the chat if you're like ready for that. Yes, fast decisions. That's why this week you're going to take action and make decisions. Now, here's 13 challenges you will overcome that you are overcoming because you joined the challenge and you're planning on doing the work. Are you ready? Now, I'm going to list the 13. Let me know in the chat which one you're ready to like, oh yeah, Sean, that's the one. I'm ready for it. Like, help me overcome that one. Number 1, you're not charging enough. You're not charging enough. You know you should raise your price. Maybe there's a little bit of fear. Maybe there's just insecurity on the strategy to do that. Let me know if that's the one you want to overcome. You know you're not charging enough. Number 2, and go ahead and put like number 1, yes. Number 2, you're attracting broke clients. You're attracting people who are like, I love what you do. I want to work with you, but I can't afford you. Right? There's no way I can't do anything. Let me know in the chat. Hey, number 3, you're selling at prices you later regret. I remember charging so low, and then I was like, I need to raise this price. Like, this is just, like, it's not worth the time and effort I'm putting in to only make this little bit of money. Let me know. You know you're selling at prices you later regret. So you're landing clients, but you're kind of regretting the price. Number 4, you don't know how to price your service. You're like, you're kind of like gut guessing it. Like, I think I would charge this much because I would pay this much maybe. And you're just kind of like gut guessing it. Let me know in the chat. Number 4, number 5, you're not a salesperson and you hate sales. this was a big one for me. Okay, you're not a salesperson and you hate sales. You're like, I don't even want to get good at sales. I just hate it. Let me know in the chat. Okay, number 6. You're scared to charge what your offer is worth. So maybe like you want to raise your price, but you're scared to charge because maybe you're afraid of what other people are going to say about you. Or maybe you're afraid of getting rejected. Let me know in the chat. Number 7, you're unsure if what you do is worth a higher price. Will people actually pay me more money for this? Like, I know I'm good at it, but is it like, will the market actually pay that much? Let me know in the chat. Okay, number 8, let me know in the chat. You don't know how to close higher paying clients. So you're comfortable charging at a lower price and you're comfortable closing. You're doing that really well. But you feel like raising your price, selling at 10,000 is completely different than selling at, say, 500. And you just don't know, what do I say to that kind of client? Let me know in the chat. Number 9, you are worried people won't buy at a higher price. So maybe people are currently buying from you. You have some good income coming in. You have some great revenue. But if you raise your price, well, what if they stop paying me? What if they say, oh, no, that's just too much. I'll go find someone else now. Let me know in the chat. Number 10, you're tired of doing free work to build your portfolio. Listen, okay, right now, make a decision, no more free. Put that in the chat. Can you just put that in the chat? Hashtag no more free. Okay, listen, you got a portfolio. If you're just getting started, I'm going to show you a way where you can get paid and to build your portfolio. But listen, if you're tired of doing free work this week, I am challenging you. Hashtag no more free. Okay, number 11. You feel a higher price equals higher pressure. So maybe you're like, if I sell it something at 10,000, then there's so much pressure to perform and I can't perform at that level. Oh man, I'm so excited to overcome this one with you. It's going to be so good. Hey, number 12, let me know in the chat if this one's the one you struggle with too, or you're ready to overcome it. You're like, yes, I am an overcomer of this. Number 12, you don't know what to say when talking to a prospect. So you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, don't be salesy, don't be pressury, don't be manipulative, don't be sleazy, but you don't really know what to do. You know what not to do, but you don't know what to do. And then the final one, number 13, you're scared of what others might think of you if you raise your price. I remember this was a big deal for me. There's a pre-training where I talk about this. It's in this group and in your membership portal where I talk about like all of the money issues I dealt with. Right? I was scared of what other people might think if I made more money, if I raised my price. And it was because of the culture and the upbringing I had when it came to wealth and abundance and money. So yeah, make sure you catch that. Let me know in the chat. Addie, what are we seeing?
Oh man, I see Carol, I see Melissa, I see Jeremy, number 2, number 5, number 6, number 8, number 10, number 12. Hashtag overcomer.
Yeah.
We're gonna overcome these. I see Bill, I see Morgan, I see Lori.
Yes, so good,
Damien.
so good. Yes, let's overcome this week. This week, all of that is going to change. Okay, that's why I'm so stoked. Be proud of yourself right now, though. Can we just take a moment? Be proud of yourself. You chose to invest your time into showing up. You decided to have a no matter what attitude. Okay, Sean, I'm going to do it. No matter what you tell me to do, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to do it. Okay, this week, there's good news. You officially have a sales and leadership coach. I'm your coach. Officially, you got a coach. I'm your coach. And a tribe. We have entire teams here that we have dedicated to helping you do this. So you got a coach and a tribe. Literally, your success is inevitable if you want to land a client this week. We are going to root you on. As your coach, I am going to root you on, cheer you on. Like, yes, come on, Michael. Come on, Abraham. Come on, Justin. Come on, Shirley. You can do this. Yes. And I'm going to get a little bit of fire under your feet at times. Like, come on, I know you can do more. Come on, like, let's keep going. Because I know at the end of this challenge, you will be 10 million steps ahead. This week, my job is to evaluate your performance and measure it against your potential. To say, okay, this is how you did. Awesome. Great job. What if we went just 1% more, 5% more, 10% more? You will never maximize your potential in any area without a coach. I firmly believe this. You will never maximize your potential in any area without a coach. Listen, this is life without a coach. I remember one time I did this. my parents weren't very happy. It was like a $300 window fix that we had to do because it was like the sliding glass door. Yeah, it wasn't very pleasant. With a coach though, right? Professional athletes, Serena Williams, I just read this. Serena Williams, one of the top performing tennis players on the planet, pays $4.5 million to her coach. Guess what? She still has to show up and play. despite having that coach, she still has to show up and play. Okay? She still has to show up and play. So important to recognize. Imagine who you'd be today if you had someone. Oh, this is going to be so good. Okay, listen. Imagine who you'd be today. If you had someone keeping you accountable to your potential over the last 10 years. Every single day they woke you up, and they're like, all right, come on, time to be your best. I know that happened. Time to show up as if you are winning today. Time to win the day. They encouraged you. They helped you. They moved you forward. They answered your questions. They challenged you. They said, hey, you've been in a rut lately. You've been in a routine. Let's get you moving forward. Who would you be today if 10 years ago, every single day that happened? I know that was a gut punch for me. Let me know in the chat. Who would you be today? Like, take a moment. Who would you be today? What would you be? What kind of reality would you be living in today? Let me know in the chat. Here's what I require from you. Okay, 3 commitments to make today, right now. Number 1, say this out loud. I will trust the process. Say it out loud. I will trust the process. I will trust the process. 3, 2, 1. I will trust the process. Even when it's new, scary, or something I've tried once before. Okay, that's the first requirement or commitment I require you. Number 2, I will make the time. Say that out loud on the count of 3. I will make the time. 1, 2, 3. I will make the time. Because I know distraction will stop me faster than anything else. And number 3, I will stop being the best kept secret because it's my time to finally shine. The count of 3, say, I will stop being the best kept secret. 1, 2, 3. I will stop being the best kept secret. No one is served when they don't know you exist, when they don't know you can help them. So it's time to shine. Addie, what are we seeing in the chat?
Brian saying distraction will no longer stop me. Abraham says, I will make the time. I see Damien. I see Nadine.
Yes.
I see Nijol. Oh,
so good. So good. Okay, I will trust the process. I will make the time. I will stop being the best kept secret. Let's get into the training, attracting high-paying dream clients. How do we do this? Oh my gosh. Hey, before you can land a new client, you need something you can sell. Everyone say, duh. Obviously, you need to sell them something. Business is simply getting paid to help real people solve real problems. Listen. Okay, look. I remember I was making up people in my head at a kitchen table like, oh, I wonder who I should sell to. I wonder who my ICA is, my ideal client avatar, which was always so confusing to me. So I think it's this person. And then I would try to think up, I wonder what they struggle with. I wonder what their problems are. Well, maybe it's this. And then I would go to market, I would go sell, and then nothing would happen. Okay, here's where most coaches and experts get it wrong. You have a $1 billion idea. To you, this $1 billion idea is pretty incredible. I mean, you're proud of it. You're like, I'm so good at this. I'm so excited. I started my business. I'm so stoked. Maybe you've even said this. Let me know in the chat. I've said this too. I finally feel like I'm on the right track. I finally feel like I'm on the right track. So what do you do? Well, you start building your website, creating your funnel, designing a logo, sharing it on social media, spending hours on Canva. I know I've done that. Scrolling on Facebook. You get to work, and then you wait. And you wait. And you wait. And maybe you've been here too, okay, I just need to refresh a couple times, and then someone will have bought from me. Or then someone will say, oh, I want to work with you. But then what happens is your excitement for the day turns into despair. This is so sad, I know. As a new parent, it's hitting even worse now. And then that despair turns into anger and frustration. Why isn't this working? You're not a quitter, though. You're an entrepreneur. You figure it out. You look for help. Most of it's a waste of time, though, because they don't show you the how. You go search for stuff, and you're like, okay, how do I do this? And they don't ever tell you. So you end up trying to figure it out yourself. And you change your website, your funnel, your logo, your copy. You're like, okay, maybe if I make this type of post, or maybe if I change the color to my logo here, or maybe if I update my website here. And you get to work again. And then you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And still, no one bites. And I don't know if you've ever been here. I have wanted to do this to my computer a couple times. Why isn't it working? It's not just anger. It's rage. And I don't know, this is just so sad. She thinks that's the door, and then she's like, okay, no, this is the door. And then she's like, oh, no, that's not the door. Okay, she's like, okay, finally, I figured it out. This is the right way. And no, still not. Isn't this how business sometimes feels like? Like you're hitting a wall again and again and again, no matter what you try. There is good news. Somebody in the chat say hashtag good news. There is good news. The era of sacrifice, hustle, and grind are over. You no longer need to hold yourself back or be paralyzed because you're not doing the right work in the right order. The era of sacrifice, hustle, and grind are over. There is a better way. Addie, before I reveal what the better way is, what are we seeing in the chat?
Hashtag good news from AC. Dory says good news. I see Erica saying, "Ooh, good news." Katie said, yes, please.
So good, so good. Welcome to business with intention, joy, and purpose. Somebody say, oh yeah, I'm so good. Welcome to business with intention, joy, and purpose. Who wants to land a client like this week? Let me know. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay, make sure you do the work this week. We have had people land clients. Nate landed a $36,000 client. Ryan closed a client. Nashira closed a client and said, I want my MBA money back. Okay, this is your turn. Here's something that's true. I don't want you to land any client. Why? Because a bad client is worse than having no client at all. Catch that. A bad client is worse than having no client at all. Why? Because a bad client will cost you money, time, energy, sleep, opportunity, your reputation, your peace of mind. Look, at the end of the day, all I wanted was to be my own boss, spend more time with my wife, and help family when they needed it. But I was so scared about the sales part. I was so scared about the landing clients. So what I did, I said, I want to help everyone. Have you said this? I've said it, right? I want to help everyone. So what happened was I took on any client that was willing to give me money, which happened to be a local client, and it led to one of the most stressful times of my life. I ignored red flags. And I saw this and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so key. Ignoring red flags because you want to see the good in people will cost you later. Will cost you later. He would call me at 1 a.m. He blamed me for every mistake he made. He never got his work in on time, then claimed I was the one holding everything up. He threatened to sue me. He threatened to ruin my local reputation. He lacked integrity. He lied. He even once said this, and it blew my mind. He said, you should be stressed anytime you're working for me. Stress brings out the best. I was like, what the heck? That's when I discovered everyone, if I want to work with everyone, that included people who were jerks on purpose. People who don't care about your mental health and whether you're stressed or not. People who have no respect for your work. People who pay months late or not at all. I think that dude still owes me like $1,500. Right? People you can't even help. So finally, one day, while at my kitchen table, I broke down. Akam had the same experience. He's one of our support coaches. He said, I had a client he dropped his price super low, did his longest session with them. She constantly was just drama. Just created so much stress, created so much anxiety for him. Justin, another support coach, said, one time 7 years ago, he didn't trust me. He was distracted constantly. He missed 2 sessions in a row, then demanded a refund. Valerie, same thing. This was how I felt at my kitchen table. Not only did I feel like I was letting myself down, my grandfather once told me this, do your job so well that even when you're not there, your work speaks for you. So I felt like I was just letting go and letting down of everyone who had helped me get to where I was. Paulo Coelho said, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. Somebody say that in the chat. If it costs me my peace, it's a no. Right? If it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. So I actually thought this. There must be a way to land clients I actually want to work with. There has to be a way. What if you had a process that helped you create boundaries, set expectations, and reduce the stress and headaches of working with a bad client? Levy Ajayi Jones said this. One of my favorite authors said this. Not all money is made equal. Not all money is happy money. Here's the difference. Happy money is money you're happy to receive and they're happy to give. Happy money is money you're happy to receive and they're happy to give. That's when I discovered 2 secrets that change everything. And I got a little typo there. That should be I space discovered. I discovered 2 secrets that changed everything. The first is there's 3 types of buyers. Okay, this is the first secret. There are 3 types of buyers. The first type of buyer is the diehards. The diehards. These are people who are hyper committed to the solution they're already paying for. For example, I am a diehard Apple user. It is going to be very hard to convince me to switch to Android. Some of you are like, Sean, I'm 100% Android. There's no way I'm ever getting an iPhone. Let me know, which one are you? Team Android, team iPhone? Let me know in the chat. But there are diehards out there. Okay? What they need in order to buy from you is a major identity shift, which is the hardest shift to make. It's the most difficult shift. Okay? What they're doing is they're looking to buy more from their existing solution. Okay? Looking to buy more from their existing. I'm looking to buy more. I turned my iPhone camera on. I'm looking to buy more from Apple, right? Because I'm already invested. I'm already a diehard, right? I'm looking to buy more. Now, these are the hardest people to sell to and the easiest to sell to. Let me explain that. They're the hardest to sell to if they're committed to something else other than you. But when they are committed to you, look, there are some people who are probably watching this training who's a diehard to me, right? Sean, anything you put out, I'm buying. I love everything you do. It's so good. Let me know in the chat. They're the easiest to sell to. Why? Because they're already convinced. They're already committed. Okay, so the diehards are easiest and the hardest. Here's a hint. You can create your own diehards by over-delivering and supporting your clients as they get results. Your job is to create as many diehards as possible. That was a breakthrough for someone who wasn't in the notes. It's so good. Okay, the second type of buyer is the satisfied buyer. Okay, satisfied person. They're comfortable with their problem or existing solution and they don't want to change, right? These are people who have you ever had a toothache that you just kind of ignored? I've had a little tooth pain at one point and I was like, I don't need to deal with that, right? Because I had other priorities. I didn't want to put money to that thing. I didn't want to change. It wasn't a priority for me. I'm satisfied with the problem or with the solution. Here, they need a major price or value incentive to buy from you. These are the people asking for discounts. I'll go fix the toothache pain, right? At the time, my mentality was I'll fix the toothache pain if it's like $20. Sure, okay, I'll do this. If it's $5, sure. Right? They're looking for cheap and easy solutions. Okay? And then the third type of buyer, the frustrated. Somebody put it in the chat right now, frustrated. So diehard, satisfied, frustrated. The frustrated, the third type of buyer. They are extremely unsatisfied with their problem solution. Imagine somebody with an iPhone who hates their iPhone, right? They're looking for a different solution. They have a problem and their solution's likely making more problems for them. Okay, they need just major clarity to buy from you. On Wednesday, somebody put in the chat, Wednesday, we are literally going to cover this in detail. So they need major clarity to buy from you. They just need to know, okay, is this a good fit for me or not? Does this work for me? I want some type of solution. I just need to know if you're the right person. Okay? They're looking for a solution right now. These are the type of clients who will buy from you this week. Okay? Just a little note. Now, when I discovered that secret, I've been trying to sell to diehards or to satisfied. I'm not selling to frustrated. I need to start focusing on those folks. It was so much clarity for me. But here is the second secret. The first secret was the 3 buyers. The second secret that changed everything. Dream clients. Dream clients. Okay, dream clients are happy to pay premium prices for your services because they are already convinced and committed to your solution. They know I need to hire someone like you. Okay, dream clients describe their frustrations, so they got frustrations, but they describe them in terms of success, opportunity, and possibility. They say things like, oh yeah, I'm struggling with this, but I know it's possible. I know I want to go after this. I know I can overcome it. And not just struggle, opposition, and confrontation, okay? It's more victim mindhood, this will never change. I'm always going to struggle with this. Right? Dream clients describe their frustrations in terms of success, opportunity, possibility. Dream clients get results 10 times quicker and have 10 times more fun. AKA, they have a fast sales cycle. It's easy for them to say yes. Okay, yeah, I already got the money. Let's do it. And an easy success path. All right, I'm ready to take action. Let's go take action. Let me get results fast. Dream clients also tell the world about their work with you. They're like, oh my gosh, Addie, did you hear about what? I need to tell everyone. This has changed my life. And dream clients bring out the absolute best work out of you. You show up ready to show up as your best. You show up and they're like, oh man, it just pulls the best out of you. Let me know in the chat. What are we seeing in the chat? What has this been good or what so far? Let me know in the chat. Addie, what are we seeing?
Sally says, I want dream clients. Alex says, Sean's gifts are amazing. Linda says, love dream clients.
Yes.
Jeremy says, hashtag dream client.
So good, so good, so good. Okay. I made a decision once I discovered that, right then and there. My clients must be ready for a change. They're frustrated and they're ready for a change. Write this down in the chat. This is so key. Ready for a change. Aligned with my values and goals, right? My values are kindness, so you gotta be kind to me, right? The goals I have for my life must align with the goals you have for your life. Number 3, committed to doing the work. They're not just gonna I don't have to do this. They're committed. And they're a dream to work with. A dream to work with. So put that in the chat. Ready, aligned, committed, dream. Ready, aligned, committed, dream. Ready, aligned, committed, dream. What are we seeing in the chat?
I see Mandy, ready for a change. Erica's ready. AC says, I am aligned. I see Rebecca saying, spot on about working with hashtag dream clients.
Yes, so good, so good. Ready for a change, aligned with my... Now listen, I'm going to hold this screen because I want you to reference this. Take a screenshot of this if you're watching on your phone or your computer. Take a screenshot of it, okay? Write it down. Ready, aligned, committed, and a dream to work with. As you're going out and we're putting you into action this week to land clients, I want you to pay attention. Is this person ready for a change? Is this person aligned with my values and goals? Is this person committed to doing the work? Are they a dream to work with? Will they be a dream to work with? Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now, I talked about dream clients, pull out your best self. Let's talk about this. Selena Sue, one of my great friends, said, what qualities, traits, and values? She asked me this question. She said, Sean Q, what qualities, traits, and values do your clients have to possess in order for you to be giddy about working with them? All right? And so I started to say this in my conversations with people. If I choose to work with you, you must be collaborative, kind, graceful, fun, and adventurous. You must value my work and be ready, able, and willing to invest in yourself. You must have a world-class work ethic. You must be driven to make a meaningful difference, and you must care about your results more than I do. These are my non-negotiables when I work with clients. I'm going to give you a second, and I want you to process this in the chat. What are your non-negotiables? What are your non-negotiables? What do clients have to have as personality traits, characteristic traits, in order for you to be giddy about working with them? Right? When I'm in the market and I'm searching for this is what I'm looking for. Right, let's go back to this slide. I'm looking, are you collaborative? Are you kind? Are you graceful in our conversation? Do you value what I'm talking about? Do you have a world-class work ethic? Have you shown that you're willing to do the work? Are you driven to make a meaningful difference? It's not just about the money. It's about the money and the difference. And do you care about results more than I do? So let me know in the chat. What qualities, traits, and values bring out the best in you. Addie, what are we seeing in the chat?
Ernest Day says, hashtag, oh no, it's not hashtag, but 100% same negotiables as you. Carol says, I love those and I want them in front of me. Robbie says, driven to make a bigger impact in the world.
So good,
Jody
good.
also says, they need to be trustworthy and
Yes, so important. So important. So here's my question. Are you telling people this? Right, on Wednesday, we're going to talk about how to share this with people, but are you telling people this? Okay, so now we know who we're selling to. Now let's talk about what you sell. Okay, let's talk about what you sell. When you go to a restaurant, you open a menu. And that menu has what you can buy. Right? The restaurant has already predetermined this is what we're going to sell. Like a restaurant, you get to decide beforehand how you want to support your clients. Okay, you get to decide that. I remember when I was in a conversation at one point, and I would just make it up. I could do that. Oh, you need that too? Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh, I want to do that. Yeah, I could do that. Right? I would just make it up at that moment. Guess what? You get to decide. So here's what we're gonna do. You draw this out. If you're taking notes, draw this out. Just 2 arrows. On the bottom, you're going to put price. On the other side, you're going to put results. On the bottom, you're going to put price. On the other side, you're going to put results. And then you're going to do like the staircase thing. Just like that. Okay? Staircase thing. And then at the very top, you're going to write the word platinum. At the bottom, you're going to write gold. And at the bottom, you're going to put silver. Okay, super simple. And just for the sake of time, we're going to talk about pricing tomorrow. So make sure you're here tomorrow. Like, we're going to dive super deep onto how to price your stuff tomorrow. But for the sake of this example, your platinum is going to be 10,000. Your gold is going to be 5,000. Your silver is going to be 1,000. Just for the sake of the example. That doesn't have to be your pricing, but again, just for the sake of an example. Okay. Your platinum offer. This is the greatest transformation someone can buy from you. And your highest priced offer. This can be all inclusive. Like, let's say you're a social media manager and you handle 3 social media platforms. Or let's say you're a copywriter. Here you write emails and a sales page and social media content, right? This is all inclusive, or it could be hyper specific. And then you go to your gold. Now, this is just like your platinum. Okay, your gold is just like your platinum. It's not a different offer. It's the same offer, except it's less time, less features, and less transformation. For example, the social media manager handling 3, well, gold, you're going to handle 2. Or as copywriter, you're going to do all these things. You're going to take some of those things out. Or let's say you're a coach, your platinum could be 7 months, your gold is now 3 months. You're taking time or features or deliverables away. And then silver is the same offer as gold, except it's like a starter package. It's like, okay, let's just get you started. This is how we can move you forward. Okay? So platinum, you have one offer broken into 3 different entry points. Let me know if that makes sense. If that's like, oh my gosh, yes, so good. Let me know in the chat. Okay. So the question becomes, what would your most transformational work look like? What would it look like? A lot of people say this. I'll start low and slowly raise my price. How many of you have been there? I'll just build my silver first, then I'll figure it out. Here's why that's a really, really, really poor strategy. You're setting yourself up for an uphill battle every time you raise your price. Okay? You're setting yourself up for an uphill battle. If you get comfortable selling at 300, raising your price to 600 is going to be a battle. Then you get comfortable at 600, and you're like, okay, I know I need to raise my price. And it's like every single time you raise your price, it's a battle. Maybe you're afraid to sell at a high price, right? Well, everyone, just take a deep breath in. Be like Dwight. Deep breath in. Lots of peace. Here's why. First of all, there's no shame. Somebody put in the chat. # no shame in ethically making a profit. There's no shame in ethically making a profit. In other words, do you remember 2020? I know a lot of us are just triggered by that year. It's a traumatic year. Okay. There was a time, I remember, when people were going into stores and buying all of the toilet paper. And then they would set up shop in their garage and they would sell one toilet paper roll for like $25. You are a jerk if you did that. If you did that, stop watching me. I never want to work with you. Don't be a jerk. Okay, that is unethical. Don't be a jerk. Here's what's cool though. If you are honestly helping people experience real transformation, you deserve to be paid well. If someone's life actually gets better because they work with you, you deserve to be paid well. I believe every person deserves to live a life of abundance. Every single person. This is our mission. This is literally our mission statement, our vision statement. To eradicate poverty, to maximize abundance, and to change the world. Now, here's some good news. Somebody put those numbers in the chat. 87% of buyers are willing to invest above their budget for a solution they believe will actually work. They go into the market and they say, okay, it's probably going to cost me about $5,000. If you have a conversation with them, if you are able to present in such a way that they believe it will actually work, they'll raise that budget. Here's also some good news. Selling high ticket gives you margin. Margin. Somebody put that in the chat. Now, not margarine. For some of you guys who hate this, I'm sorry. This GIF is the worst. You would probably get really mad at me if I did that to butter. Okay, here's what margin is. It's not butter. All it means is options. Okay, you can discount if you want. If you're selling at 10,000, then you say, okay, let's go ahead and come it down to 9,000. You're not losing much in your profit. Okay, you can dissect. You can say, okay, here's my 10,000 offer, but let's bring this down to 5,000. Let's figure out what we need to remove from this to make it 5,000. And you can negotiate. You have some room to negotiate. Now, I don't encourage discounting. Right? I don't encourage to negotiate like some of these things, but you can. It gives you options. Are you ready to land high-paying dream clients so you can experience abundance? Let me know in the chat. If you're like, okay, yes, Sean, I am convinced high-paying clients is where I need to be. So we talked about what you sell, right? You got to have your platinum, your gold, and your silver. In the workbooks, because we don't have a lot of time today, in the workbooks, I literally show you how to build your offer. Okay, it's super cool. Now, what they buy is different from what you sell. Catch that. What they buy is different than what you sell. Before buying from you, dream clients want to know you deeply understand two things. Before I share that with you, Addie, what are we seeing in the chat?
Paige says, emoji 100, fire emoji, target emoji. I see Clive saying yes. Jihan says, hashtag heck yes.
Yeah.
Ready for high-paying clients. Hey, Melissa, I see Tamika, I see Tolan saying hashtag heck yes.
So good, so good, so good. Okay. Before buying from you, dream clients want to know you deeply understand their problems and their goals. Right there in the chat. Problems, goals, problems, goals. Your process or your offer, your program, your coaching, your copywriting, your social media management takes them from the problems they have to the goals that they want. Most people are spending so much time talking about their process, talking about their program. It's this name and it costs this much and it includes this, and this, and you get all of these things. Guess what? Nobody cares. I know that's hard to hear. It was hard for me to hear too. That's not what they care about. That's not what they buy. They don't buy your program or your offer or your service. They buy the transformation. Let me give you an example. I don't know anyone who buys plane tickets just so they can get into the airport and hang out. Right? No, how many of you buy plane tickets just to hang out at the airport? I want to know who that person is. I love being at the airport. Okay, I go typically 3 hours early because I hate missing flights. So I go 3 hours early and I like to take my time, maybe have some food, maybe read my book. Right? I enjoy being at the airport. There's a lot of fun, but I don't buy tickets to be at the airport. I buy tickets to be at the beach, right? To be on vacation, to be where I need to be, right? I'm buying my body in the sand, the ocean sounds, like the pina colada, like that's what I'm buying, right? Here's what Gary Vee told me once backstage at an event in San Diego. He said, the number one piece of advice I have is learn how to communicate the transformation, not the program, not the offer, the transformation you create. Okay? Before you can build, package, and price your offer, you want to make sure you understand your buyers as well. What if, ooh, this is so good. What if you could easily build rapport, influence, and connection with the right buyers so you can effortlessly land more dream clients? That's where these terms come into play. Demographics and psychographics. I know those are big college words. I never went to college. I went to college one day. And then I was like, I don't think this is for me. My wife, on the other hand, has her master's. She's like a billion times smarter than me. But demographics, psychographics, let me break this down. Okay, maybe you're like, what you talking about? Somewhere, someone extraordinary is waiting to be known. Take a screenshot of this. Write this somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. Somewhere, someone extraordinary is waiting to be known. I believe every single person on the planet is extraordinary, is magical, is powerful. Your job is to simply see it in them when they don't see it themselves. Your job is to see the possibilities and to hold the space when maybe they can't themselves. Somewhere, someone extraordinary is waiting to be known. So let's talk about, how do you know people? Well, there's demographics. Okay, these are things like their gender identity, their age, their job role, their monthly income, right? If this is all I knew about you, right? You were 34, You were a VP at corporate, or you're a manager at this job, and you make $60,000 a year, or $5,000 a month. Would you say, I know you? Probably not. You'd say, no, you just know things about me. Like, that's trivia, but you don't know me. This is where a lot of people, I see a lot of times, coaches, entrepreneurs, they stop here, right? Well, I'm looking for women between 30 and 45, and they make $5,000 a month. Cool, but that's not speaking to anyone. No one is saying, oh, you really know me. I want to really buy from you. That's where psychographics come into play. That's why this is deeper. Okay, psychographics are deeper. This is what their values are, right? What do they value in their life? What are they prioritizing in their life right now? What are their beliefs? What do they believe when it comes to love or business or work ethic? What do they believe when it comes to relationships? Routines. What do they do every morning? What do they do every evening? What do they find themselves like doing when they're in stress? What's their routine in stress? What's their joy routine? What do they do to find themselves joy? Okay, what are their fears? What are they staying up at night thinking and worrying and stressing about? What is waking them up at night? Because they're like, oh my gosh, this is like so much anxiety. What are their biggest dreams? Even the dreams they maybe haven't even shared with their most connected people. Maybe, how do they identify themselves, right? How do they see themselves? If I knew this about you, values, your beliefs, your routines, your fears, your dreams, your identity, I would either be a stalker or you'd be like, okay, we're friends, right? You know me. Now, you'll never guess your way into the hearts and minds of your dream clients. And this is why sitting at your kitchen table, figuring out your ICA, your dream client, like that doesn't work because you're never going to guess your way into those things. This doesn't work. Now, I only coach professionals. As your coach, right? I'm officially your coach. Can I call you into a higher level of professionalism? Here's the truth. Professionals don't guess. They don't guess. Catch that in the chat. Put that in the chat. Professionals don't guess. Think of someone you were really close to, right? That person you could be silly with. For me, that's my wife, right? How did that happen? How did that happen? How did that happen? Right? You spent time with them and you had meaningful conversations with them. Right? That's one of my favorite things in the world is to sit in our living room, have really meaningful, deep conversations where we're just connecting. Right? You spent time with them. If I never spent time with Addie and I never talked to Addie, our marriage would kind of be in shambles. Our relationship wouldn't work really well. She may even change and I wouldn't even know. I might even change and she wouldn't even know. Your markets change. Some of you, you're like, okay, yeah, I've talked to my people. I've hung out with them, but that was like 2 years ago. Markets shift and change. You spent time and you had meaningful conversations with them. That's why I'm going to show you how to have powerful conversations right now. Okay. The most profitable offers, funnels, and ideas, strategies, insights come directly from fiercely listening. Put that in the chat. Fiercely listening. Fiercely listening to the people in your market. Addie, what are we seeing in the chat?
Abraham says, there's so many little things Sean says and does that are so huge. Hashtag taking notes. Ravi says, hashtag meaningful conversations. I see Mandy saying need to communicate.
So good. Yeah. Hey, put fiercely listening in the chat right now. The most profitable offers, funnels, ideas, strategies, insights come directly from fiercely listening to the people in your market. In other words, shut up and listen. Okay, that's as big of a cuss word as I say. Shut up and listen. Richard Ford said, when people realize they're being listened to, they tell you things. When people realize they're being listened to, they tell you things. That's why I'm going to tell you about the power of the interview. The power of the interview. Let me give you an example. JoJo, she's a health coach. Her message, her marketing was get back in shape and lose weight. Makes sense. I told JoJo, go interview one of your existing clients and ask them, what did you actually help them with? Well, that person said, I hated the way I feel and I can't stand looking in the mirror. I felt so bloated, so ugly, so not sexy. I honestly wish I could go back 10 years when I could fit into my high school jeans. I want you to notice the pivot from getting this language from her existing client, from get back in shape and lose weight, to Do you avoid looking in mirrors, constantly feel bloated, and want to fit back into your high school jeans? Let's chat. So key. Okay, she created a new offer. Her platinum offer was called the High School Jeans Program. Her platinum, her biggest offer was 1 year commitment. It was a year's worth of work with her, bi-weekly sessions, 3-day breakthrough retreat to start, and then a 3-day celebration retreat to end. Okay. Then she had a 7-month commitment. So instead of a year, it was 7 months. It was bi-weekly session still, but she took out the starting retreat to lower the price. And then there was a 3-month commitment, bi-weekly sessions, no retreats. You can always upgrade. Okay. So those were her platinum offers. She started to sell way more. Okay, Stephanie, social media manager specifically for restaurants. Her message was, let me help you get more customers using Facebook ads. Makes sense. Stephanie interviewed restaurant owners. I said, go interview actual restaurant owners. She hadn't landed a client yet. She was really skillful. She had the skills, but she didn't land a client. So I said, interview restaurant owners. One said this, one of the very first ones she interviewed. She said, social media and the internet scares the heck out of me. One bad review could destroy my business. I had someone go on Google and give us a bad review that got a lot of traction, and we saw a 15% decrease in foot traffic the very next month. She dug deeper. Right? She said, okay, tell me more. What do you want then? The person said, the restaurant owner said, I'd love to just go on Google and see an avalanche of 5-star reviews and read review after review of how much people love us. I want us to be the next big hotspot in our city. I told her, go interview more people. See if this is just one person or a lot of people are feeling this. She interviewed 24 more. 17 of them said the same thing. Notice the pivot. From let me help you get more customers using Facebook ads to create an avalanche of 5-star reviews online and become the next big local hotspot. She created new offers called the 5-star review avalanche. These were her offers. Okay. One included marketing audit, strategy management, growth plan, Facebook ads management, social media management, analytics, data. Then she took some stuff out. Then she took even more stuff out. Created her platinum, her gold, and her silver. Stephanie and I started working together. We put together a marketing strategy for her clients. And this is what we came up with. Customers can get a free soda if they like the Facebook page and tag the business in a post on social. After they do that, they can then get retargeted using Facebook ads to give them a Google review. And if they get a Google review, then they get a free side dish. The restaurant owner got an avalanche of positive Google reviews and over 300% more traffic in the very next month. You want to attract dream clients? Learn and speak their language. Put that in the chat right now. Learn and speak their language. You want to attract dream clients? Learn and speak your language. Now, we're almost done. That's why during these 5 days, your number one goal will be to get into more meaningful conversation than you've ever been in before. I believe, and I've seen this time and time and time again, every opportunity you'll ever have is on the other side of a conversation. This is literally my business plan. Get ready to take a screenshot. Talk to real people to discover an underappreciated, unsolved, or poorly understood problem. Find the problem you can solve. Build the simplest way to solve it. Serve people and get testimonials, and then profit, profit, profit. We just opened our 4th business. We literally did this. You repeat it again and again and again and again. Go talk to real people. You can use Zoom or your phone to have a conversation. Use Messenger or email to schedule a conversation. Okay, if you don't ask, the possibilities are like, there's none. If you do ask, right, whose team just asked? Possibilities are literally endless. Now, the goal of these interviews is not to land a client. The goal is to discover profitable insights like we just showed you that can turn into strategies that will lead you to your next client. Yet, we've had several people get into interviews that turn into, oh my gosh, as you're interviewing me, I need what you do, right? They become, heck yes, sign me up dream clients. Write down the names of 10 people that you can interview in the next 72 hours. Not necessarily dream clients. Maybe you're like, I don't know my dream clients. That's okay. Just people. Past or current clients, if you have them, those are the best. Online friends, church friends, influencers or experts, family. Now I put family in like the 2 red dots because I have family that's like my biggest supporters. They're like, Sean, we're supporting you no matter what. And I got other family members who are like the kind of Debbie Downers. don't talk to those folks, okay? Talk to the ones that are going to cheer you on. Now, guess what? I talked about workbooks. The day one workbook will be emailed to you for free. You can actually access it at clientschallenge.com/workbooks. And I'm going to show you how to conduct a profitable ask campaign. Like, what do I ask then? Right? How do I start it? Powerful questions to ask. Interview script and checklist. The 8-point offer checklist so you can actually build your platinum offer. Like, for free. And your non-negotiable worksheet. Now, I know some of you want to get results even faster. This week only. Okay, make the most out of this week and get private coaching, extra clarity, and customized feedback, plus additional resources by joining the Inner Circle. Okay, every afternoon this week at 1 p.m. Pacific time, starting today, I'm going to be on Zoom, and you and I will coach. I will answer your questions. I'll make connections. I'll personally help you land a client. I love giving people referrals. Today, I'm going to help you get into the right conversations with the right people. I'll also help you overcome the fear of talking to people or reaching out to potential buyers for interviews. Okay? You can join the Inner Circle, 5 sessions with me in this group setting, private group setting. I would typically charge about $5,000. One of them is worth about $997. You get it for $97. All 5, plus the replays. Go to clientchallenge.com/Inner Circle to join right now. Going to put that in the chat. Team's going to put that in. You also get an extra support coach. Literally, when people join the Inner Circle, it's amazing. Okay, Krista joined, Sarah, Jay, Anna, Stephanie, Nicola, the other Stephanie. All of them landed clients during the challenge. Crazy. Okay, go to clientchallenge.com/Inner Circle. It'll be awesome. Okay, take action. Here's your homework. Interview 1 person by tomorrow. At most, this will take you 20 minutes, maybe 25 if you're like sending messages to like book some time. Okay, 20 minutes. Go live. You've been listening to me and Addie for a full hour. Go live and share in as much detail your answer to these 2 questions. Number 1, who are your dream clients? Like I said, I love sending referrals. I just don't know who to send your way. So go live and share who are your dream clients and what your biggest gold nugget was from today. Remember, every single live stream you do is like a ticket with your name on it. So you do 1 live stream, that's 1 ticket. You do 2, you do 3, you do 4, you can get more opportunity to win prizes. And then make sure you grab your spot in the Inner Circle right now so you can get that private support. It's amazing. Now, we got a quick video from Stephanie who took this challenge, got incredible results. Go ahead, let's play that video.
Challengers, you made it to the end of day 1, and it's only going to get better from here. My name is Stephanie Galindo, and I'm a self-talk and mindset coach, and I've been with Sean's program for almost a year now. And I'm here to talk to you for a minute about the homework. I know it's hard to put yourself out there, but that's exactly where I completely stalled out when I first was starting my business. I felt like I couldn't talk to people about what I do because I didn't know what to say. But I didn't know what to say because I didn't talk to people. Once I took Sean's challenge, I started asking people all about their struggles, about their dreams, about their goals. And suddenly I had pages of things to say to people. So go out and talk to people, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, listen, she joined Inner Circle. She got clients. It was amazing. She got exactly the exact questions customized to her. It was pretty awesome. So join Inner Circle. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's gone live so far. You guys are amazing. Guess what? We're giving prizes and giveaways out on Friday. But we got to give away a $25 Amazon gift card to someone who has been live and commenting like crazy. Who should we give away the $25 Amazon gift card to?
So our winner for today is D. Melville.
D. Melville. Ooh, excuse me. D. Melville, you just won yourself a $25 Amazon gift card. And then we have to give another one away.
Yes.
So I posted this about an hour before we went live. We're just an hour away. Give away $25 Amazon gift card for somebody who posted a GIF or GIF. Do you say GIF or GIF? Let me know in the chat. And the winner is, for a $25 Amazon gift card, Leonard McDonald. Congratulations, Leonard. This was super cute. It was this baby like doing weight lifting. It was pretty awesome. Okay, now you want to win or you want a prize? Claim your prize in the next 72 hours by emailing support@HeySeanQ.com. 73 hours pass by the time that we have just ended this live stream. And you ask then, I'm going to say no. Why? Because you didn't follow the rules. So you got to follow the rules. Email us in the next 72 hours. We will get you that prize. All right, this week, the rest of this week, tomorrow, the 7-figure marketing strategies without sleaze, manipulation, and pressure. We're also going to be talking about pricing tomorrow. On Wednesday, we're going to show you the Heck Yes Sales conversation. We're going to show you how to sell. It's pretty insane. Day 4, overcoming every objection, money, spouse, and time. Day 5, scaling your sales and sustaining momentum. Remember, workbooks released each day with cheat sheets, scripts, and templates. I want to give a huge shout out to the team. Can everyone say thank you, Team Q? You guys are amazing. And let's get into some Q&A with our support coaches. Let's do this. So, Addie, if you can put the Inner Circle link in the chat, and I want to celebrate the people who have already signed up. It's so exciting. We're bringing on all of our support coaches. And then, Addie, you are going to, we have some questions, right? If you have a question, go to put hashtag question in the chat. I want to answer some Q&A right now with our support coaches. So let's dive into those questions.
All right. Hi, support coaches. Good to see you all. First one, will there be replays for the Inner Circle if you can't make it one of the days?
Yes, you get all the replays, which is pretty awesome. So if you're like, oh, 1 p.m. Pacific time doesn't work for me, that's okay. You'll get the replays, you'll watch them, and I'll answer your questions in those replays as well. And you'll also get an extra support coach, which is awesome. So they'll be able to do that. All right.
Jeremy says,
let's see. Is it a guarantee to get help if you join the Inner Circle with landing clients? Yes. So good. Okay. Next question.
What about if you're booked your entire weekend for Inner Circle, not being able to
Replays are pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into some of these questions, and then we'll have the support team answer them.
How do you let go of low-paying clients to make room for high-paying clients? So who wants to answer this one?
Go ahead and just raise your hand if you have an answer. How do you make room for higher-paying clients if you're already booked up with low-paying clients? And let's.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go, Nadine.
Hi. Hey, everyone. So excited to be on the panel and to be a support coach this week. The question at hand, how do you get rid of the low-paying clients who are not your ideal clients? To make room, you have to trust and believe that what is for you is going to be for you. So release those clients that are not serving you, and you won't serve them well because you're frustrated, annoyed, and all the things that comes with clients that are not aligned. So you have to truly trust that when you release that person, you've created space, like we said in the challenge, for that ideal person to come in. So I think trust is a huge part of the process. Let go, release, trust that the right person is going to come in that place.
So good. So good.
Good.
Justin. I don't know if we can hear you.
All right.
But it sounds so good.
Here we go. Complete with them, right? Complete, bring it to a completion. Say it's time to close out this engagement. We've gotten you from here to here, and then move on. Yeah. Or
so good.
Invite them to step into the next phase with you at a higher level.
So good. All right. Anyone else have any answers? I have a pretty cool strategy that we've used as well that I'd love to share. All right. So what I've typically done is, hey, guess what? We're raising our price for all of our new clients. And I'm so excited to really level up the service we're providing. Here's what I'm going to do for you, though. You've been a loyal client of ours. We're going to hold your price for the next 2 months, 60 days. And we'll grandfather you in for the next 60 days. And then on that 61 day, we're going to raise your price so that it matches the value that we're providing for you. At that point, if you want to go ahead and end our engagement, that's okay too. But I love working with you. Let's go ahead and level up together. So there's an opportunity to just let them go. If you're like, nope, time to let it go, time to complete them, or time to grandfather them in and then slowly transition them into your higher paying prices. So good. All right, next question.
Okay, next question. If you already have a dream client, how do you land another one? So you just have one.
So I landed a dream client. How do I land another one? Anyone have any answers to this one? Let's go with
Brian and then Justin.
Yeah, I think the best way to do that is the same way you landed the first one. But I think what's really awesome is everything that you learned from the first big high paying client, you have even more stories to be able to help. So when I'm working with other people, I could say, hey, when I worked with Derek, he had similar things, and here's how we work together. And all of a sudden, I'm not saying advice as a coach, I'm saying a story of transformation, and people are actually more and more even drawn to that. So the fact that you have one means you can do another, and you're going to do it even better and more effectively.
That's so good. Thank you. And then Justin.
I say ask the current dream client for referrals.
So good.
That's a good one.
Exactly. And I would even add to that, like, hey, I really love working with you. I'm looking to work with more people like you. Do you know anyone that would benefit from a conversation with me? That's it. Literally, that's it. The other thing I would say is go interview that client. Ask them, how has it been working with me? What surprised you most about working with me? How did you know I was the best person and the best fit for you? They're going to give you answers that only they could give you. Here's something that's also really important. Sometimes you're asking a coach for an answer that only your market can answer. That's a breakthrough for someone. Sometimes you're asking an expert or a guru for an answer when the market is the one who's supposed to answer that. So go talk to your market and they will answer the questions that you're having. So good.
All right. Someone says, I feel like I attract a lot of broke clients and I want and need my program, but allow money to hold them back. How do I attract higher paying clients who are ready to go?
So good.
Oh, I see Brian.
Yeah, I think there is one piece where you're just attracting broke clients for sure. But I also think a lot of people subconsciously do that because we want to help everybody. And so what I like to help people with is, maybe think about what's your calling that you would do for free and make that just be like 2 hours a week that you offer for the free where you're serving the underprivileged community. But then the rest of your week is your business. So you can continue to focus on your business while still leaving a window for those that can't afford you. But it helps you to say, these aren't clients. These are things you're doing because it's in your heart, and your clients are your business the rest of the week.
So good. Thank you. Then Abraham asks, is Inner Circle good for beginners? I just started building my first course.
How exciting! Okay, can we all just whoosh him? We do this fun thing called whooshes. Okay, listen. Yes, absolutely. What a way to accelerate your growth and work forward. And I see some people joining in our circle. If you've joined, let us know in the chat. So good. And then I actually have a question that came in, actually. Who do I interview if I'm not sure about who I want to serve yet? So who do I interview if I'm not sure who I want to serve yet? Anybody have a good answer for this one?
Oh, go ahead.
Nadine,
sorry.
Yeah, I'd love to answer this question because this happened to me. So initially, when I first started my business and I went out networking, I ran across a lot of realtors, financial planners, and also accountants. And I was like, those must be my target market. I keep running into realtors, accountants, and financial planners. So I decided to take Sean's advice and do some market research and interview them. So I interviewed them and I actually picked up a couple of clients just from doing those market research. And then I started working with them. And I realized for the work that I do marketing and I like to think outside of the box. They were in industries that were very restricted. It was very hard to do the creative things and the outside of the box thinking in really relegated industries. So once I started working with them, I realized this actually wasn't my ideal client. This isn't who I'm supposed to be working with. And through that, I realized that I was supposed to be working with coaches in the space of transformation, less transactional, more transformational. So it was really a eye-opening thing for me. But first, whoever you feel like you feel like you're going to work with, do the interviews. get some clients, be in action, and that will determine whether you're right or whether you're wrong. You just have to take action. So I learned from taking action, and I found out who my dream clients were from taking action, from initially being wrong.
That's so good. Thank you, Nadine. Yeah, taking action. Did you have any?
I think Justin wanted to share.
Oh, sorry. Justin, go ahead.
So I'm just going to back up what you said. It's like the scientific method. You form a hypothesis. I think I want to work with these people. Then you go talk to those people and figure out if that's true, if they are who you think they are, and if they want what you think they want, and if you can help them in the way that they want to be helped. If you can, great, it's valid. If you can't, great. Then you can cross it off the list and move on to the next idea.
So good. So good. Somebody actually asked as well, like, how do I land my first client? Go talk to real people. Go have conversations. Like I said, every opportunity, everyone is on the other side of a conversation. So just go talk to more people. So key. All right, let's do like one or two more questions.
So Damien asked, he says, 95% of my clients end up being female agency owners, not a very specific niche. Is there a case where you don't end up working with a specific niche?
Great question. Yeah.
Anyone?
So is there a case where you don't work with a specific niche? Let's go with Brian.
Well, one is you can actually never have a niche that's too specific. I know a story of someone who loves octopuses, and he created a community of people who love octopuses, and he creates product to sell for octopus fans. So you can't ever be too specific. But the other key thing is when you really focus on a certain group and you're doing awesome, wonderful things, it's not like other people don't discover you. So you do end up working with other people for other things, but the fact is that you're spending all of your time and you're really speaking the language of, say, octopus fans, but then other people will also dig your vibe as well. So continue to stay focused on who you're talking to with their language, because you will also get other people as well.
So good. So good. I would also say, to add to this is, I know when we started our marketing agency, one of the things we did was we said, hey, we only work with people, one person in this industry, and we want to work with you. And then we go to another industry, say we are only choosing one person in this industry to work with. And so we actually, because I like to be super creative, I didn't want to be niched, too niched. What we discovered was that helped us kind of fill in those gaps as well. So be super niched, or choose to, kind of create exclusivity around that place. So key. Okay, one last question. And my question is for the support coaches. What is one piece of encouragement you will have for each person? And then also, if you can shout out someone that you've noticed on your team that's like, hey, they're taking action, they went live, they've commented. So piece of encouragement, and anyone you want to shout out. We'll start with Nadine.
So piece of encouragement is, this is a marathon. So have grace on yourself. You're not going to get the clients. Well, you should be getting the clients in this challenge, but you're going to have ups and downs. It's a journey. It's a marathon. So have grace, with yourself as you go through this process as an entrepreneur and a business owner. So I would say that is my piece of advice. And I want to give a shout out to Dee. I know she won the giveaway. She's on my team. So shout out to Dee for participating and engaging in the chat. And I saw a lot of my team members in there. Linda, who else? Sharon, a lot of them participating. So super excited to see you guys showing up, and be sure to show up every day this week to take advantage of everything that you're going to get from this challenge.
So good. So good. All right, let's go Justin.
Two things. I'll celebrate Tommy Zabrowski, who joined Inner Circle. And it feels like a big step for him. So that's awesome. And number two, the piece of advice I would give you is do the research calls. Set it up somehow. Do the interviews. Don't try to sell. Just get radically curious. And as Sean says, listen fiercely.
So good. So good. Join the Inner Circle. We're putting the link in the chat right now. We've had several people join. Awesome. I cannot wait to work with you today and the rest of this week at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to answer every question. All right, let's go with Nashira. Oh, we can't hear you. All right. While she's working on her tech, let's go with Brian.
Yeah, I think the piece of encouragement is just want to remind everyone that whatever seems scary this week, know that you will not be harmed. So all of your defenses might come up, but you're actually going to be stronger through everything you do this week. So lean into it. And I just want to recognize Annette and Pam and Mo. Those are three people that I know who are coming back a second time, but they're coming through with intentions of going even deeper than they did last time. So I'm really excited to see how much farther this week they're even going to go than last time.
So good. All right, let's see, Nashira, if we can get you. Oh, nope. All right, let's see if we can get Akam. I know he was having some mic issues.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. My big advice is do not fear the no. It kind of corners on Brian's. That which you fear is going to give you the biggest growth, right? And if you can't get into conversations, you won't get information. But if you can get yourself to the point where you know that just hearing no or just hearing it's not my gig is not the worst thing in the world, you'd be amazed at how many times I've asked people who I just thought for absolute sure we're not going to do it, and they turned into some of the best insights. And that's the other piece of advice is really think about who you admire and shoot for the stars, like influencers, previous bosses, like whoever you can think of that might be out of your range. Go there and really see how far you can push this to get the information that's going to give you the most yield for your time. And just don't fear the no. If you ask, you have a 50% chance of yes. If you don't ask, you have a 100% chance of no.
So good, so good. All right, let's try one last time, Nashira. No audio. Okay, send me a message, Nashira, and I'll share it for you. Can we give a huge round of applause to everyone who's a support coach? They will be reaching out, answering questions. Join Inner Circle. We have had several people join already. Congratulations to every single person who is just saying heck yes to themselves. Join. It's $97. You'll be able to put click the link that was just shared. Get signed up right now. I'll see you at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Now, here's my last word of encouragement. Do the work. Do the work. You committed to doing the work, so go have conversations with people. Go get into conversation. Go talk to people. Every opportunity you'll ever have is on the other side of a conversation. Addie, biggest takeaway for you?
Is to take action as
Take
well.
action.
Just
do the work.
Yep.
So good. I'll see you in the Inner Circle at 1 p.m. and then I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. This was good.
This was so good.
So good. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for showing up and making day one of the One Client Away Challenge amazing. Remember, taking notes is cool. Taking action, even better. Here's your homework. Interview at least one person by tomorrow. You got this. Get private group coaching this week from Sean Q on Zoom by joining the Inner Circle right now. Head to clientschallenge.com/inner circle or click the link below to get signed up today.